Hey Joe, so I was originally going to create a post about how to create a post, but that seemed like it was going to be a little bit more work than it needed to be. So I figured I would just record a video of me putting in the Spotify post, and then you could do the same on the digital marketing intern post that you had done a while back. So this is the dashboard of WordPress. First things first is we are going to go to the posts page. And once you're here, you're going to do add new. And we're using a program called Divi. So you want to make sure that you click the use the Divi builder button. Now, the way that I've set up our blog, there's a couple of administrative things that you have to do to make sure everything looks the same on each post. And the first is to come over here and change this to full width. The next is to select the category that this is going to apply to. So in this case with Spotify, it's about an intent marketing strategy, how to meet consumers at the right time with relevant information like you talk about. After we do that, we are going to come down here and click load from library, add from library, and this is a blog post format that I created today that's the most up to date. So you click load there. Now what that did is just populate basically the template for all of our posts moving forward. This part right here doesn't need to be changed. That will be populated when you fill in the title right up here. So let's see, you have listing is music, and there's music streaming, the next big thing for advertisers. Okay, so that title right there is going to populate down here, so you don't have to change anything. That'll happen automatically. What we do want to do, though, is you will want to write a description in here. So right here, we kind of just hop right in to the story. And I don't know if you want this to be the intro paragraph or the hook or whatever it is you want to call it. But a great idea that I usually do, or I don't want to say it's a great idea, it's the best practice that I usually do is think of like a 100-word description of your story and what you're about to tell in this, including the end result. It's kind of like an executive summary. Should be the first paragraph of most of our blog posts. So I'm thinking something should probably be up here to summarize it, unless you think that this is it, then that could be what you use in this as well. So after the title, we've already talked about that. Next is the author image. In this case, you are still populated in there, and so that this is the right one. Should you ever change this image for a different, if you're writing something on SEO, or if you're writing something on web design, we've got those ones in here too. So for now, we'll save and exit. The blog post meta, don't change that. Again, that's going to auto-populate. That'll be things like the author, the, here, why don't I just, I can show you this in a separate tab so it'll be easier to describe. We'll put post title, hide, and the reason I know to do that is because I saw this right here. This is the type of stuff that we want to populate separately. So let's try this again here. Perfect. That looks much better. Alrighty, so as you can see, this right here automatically populated right in here. That is this right here. Author image right there. Blog post meta. That is this stuff right here. when you click add post, your name will automatically be in there. I'll change that. I'll show you how to change that later, but then it populates the date that the post was created, as well as the category that the post falls under. This is that little intro hook paragraph I was referring to. We wrote this one for Pokemon Go. I kind of synthesized it. We'll write something similar for this one as well, is what I'm thinking. You edit that paragraph right here. And right here in particular is the letter that you'll change. And you want to make sure you're watching these brackets here. That's what makes it big. And then the rest of this text is just regular like this. Okay. So I'm going to say, fill this in with a nice hook paragraph. Save and exit. All right, so we've got that one. All right, so now we're getting into kind of the meat and the potatoes of your blog post. And so I'll switch back over here. Oh yeah, I do want to say though that these right here, these are the headings. And so from an SEO standpoint, it's important that we delineate between these headings and the regular text. And I'll show you how to do that. And you've done that nicely already, kind of right in here. So we'll fill these in. I usually switch over to the text editor just because copying and pasting between things can make things sloppy. It can mess up the code. So I'll just copy this. This is the H2. It's already pre-formatted, so you should just have to fill that in. Then we'll come down here, copy and paste this stuff. Like that. And then you can flip over and just kind of see that it turned up nicely. After you do that, I usually will copy the heading and title that down here in the admin label. And that just helps for future edits to keep things clear on what is in what text box. And so when you change this right here, it shows up right there. So that's referred to as the admin label. Image got down here. As you can see, this is the old Pokemon one. So what I usually do is I will navigate to this URL right here. I will download it, save it somewhere. In this case, I've already got it saved, so we don't have to worry about that. And then I will optimize it if it's too big of an image file, but most of these images that you've gotten so far are from websites that are fairly savvy when it comes to SEO. So in this case, I don't need to optimize it using Photoshop, and I will just retitle it and upload it. And I've got it already up in here. Right here is the title of it. I try and make sure that the title is in alignment with, you can't see this very well, but is in alignment with the file name, okay? And so I'll copy that. That's already good right there. And then the alt text too. It's important that both the title and the alt text are filled in. They're the same and they're optimized for SEO. The alt text and the title is how search engines understand what an image is about, because they can't see the colors and things like that on here. They can only read the title. So I'll click save. Again, on these individual modules, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but you have to make sure that you paste the new alt text and image in there. Click save and exit. I'll exit out of here. Photo credit. So we usually give credit to whoever created these images for us to use. And we're going to find that by going to Vulcan Post. It looks like is what you had said. And I'm just going to link to their homepage. No need to go find the post in this instance. Okay, save and exit. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right, so we've got the image, we've got the photo credit. That's this right here. Perfect. Okay, now we're going on to the next one. And we've got difference between streaming and downloads. Same concept as before. Change the header right here. copy and paste all the body stuff right here. And now all these ones with links, it's going to be a little bit different in how we do things here. Oops. So here's an example of some of those formatting issues. All right. So you've got links on streaming. Perfect. Copy this. And this is how we link. I link using the visual editor. It's much, much quicker. Insert link, paste it, boom, you're good to go. I think you've got a couple more down here. Perfect. This one in particular is to us. This is the internal linking, which is very important from an SEO standpoint for us, as well as to link internally to the right pages. So I'm going to go here, intent marketing strategies, get this URL, and then I'm going to link it right there. Perfect, we're good to go. We're going to change the admin label down here. So we just did this one. It should be right here. Now we're going down to the next paragraph. Perfect, so we've got another paragraph right there. Traditional media struggles. I'm not sure whether or not you wanted that to be bold. I'm going to assume that that was maybe a mistake, and so I will not bold it. Right here, I'm just going to make a minor change. I'm just going to say 70% of people. Copy this. This is great too, by the way. Love when you put stats and things behind it and studies, and then you link directly to them. That's exactly what we want to be doing. And I'm just going to highlight the whole thing because that's really what that whole entire article is about. Save that. Oops, forgot the admin label. As you can see, the admin labels are kind of important in figuring out like where the hell you are on this in terms of how far down. If you don't change them, you're like all discombobulated. All right, so we come down here. We have another paragraph and then a picture. This is our last one. There's a picture. This is a copy button, clone module. So I just click that to get us another paragraph. We'll open it up, do the same thing. New opportunity for brands, perfect. Got a bunch of text. Put this down here. Looks like you have some links in here. Copy link address. Same thing with Apple. Paste that there. Okay. Come down here. This paragraph looks good. Forgot to change the admin label. Opportunity for brands. Perfect. All right, now we know where we're at. Okay, another image coming up here. All right, so we're gonna go here. Some Marketo image again. You would download the image. I've already got it saved right here. We're gonna give credit to Marketo. So now it's uploading. I grab this right here, copy it, paste it right in here, set that as the image. We've still got it right there. Perfect. Photo credit. going to go to Marketo, copy this. I will link to them, save and exit. All right, here we go. Where are we now? Copy this right here. I'm actually going to just put this in that same paragraph. Save and exit. All right, photo credit. Good, good, good. Who's playing continued? Oh, actually, it's already there. All right, I will take this and put it. New opportunities for brands continued. This should keep it so the image shows up in between these two paragraphs, just like you have it. Brand and more businesses might go. All right, now we're back on track. Branded moment strategies. It doesn't look like we have any text in here. What will this cost? Oh, I forgot this again. What will this cost? We've got image photo here, so we can delete those. We'll just duplicate that. Always forget that admin label. I wish it would just auto-populate. And we're just going to do that again. Creating a better ad experience. All right, so that was the, oh God, damn it. Never remember this. All right, here we go. So that should, in theory, look pretty close to what we want. So if we check it out from the top here, we'll have to fill this in. Evolution of music consumption, good, good, good. Formatting looks good, nice spacing. All right, everything looks pretty good to me. So when you would be ready, you would hit publish. That would make it live, but we don't want to do that yet because the minute it goes live, it might get indexed and create a bunch of SEO issues. So what you do to view it in the meantime is you hit preview. And I'll usually hold down control and click preview, and that will make sure it opens up in a new tab. Otherwise, it is a pain in the butt going back and forth between these two. So that's the preview right there. Another piece I want to highlight is to make sure that before you do hit publish, you make sure this URL is the same or is very similar to what you have up here for SEO purposes. And so I'm going to copy this, put that in there, hit OK. Is music streaming. Perfect. Now we got a nice, good looking URL. This is what it's going to look like in search engines. Is music streaming the next big thing for advertisers? As I mentioned, we'll want to fill this in. This is the meta description. This is important for SEO. I think that is pretty much it for now. I'm going to save this as a draft. And then we'll go back to the All Post button. Here's where you can change the author of a given post. Just going to do a quick edit. Author. This is my man Joe. He put in all the legwork. I'm not taking credit for that. Update. And then I'll refresh this and see if it looks nice. Boom, right there. All right, man. I hope that this was helpful. Sorry that you had to listen to my voice for that long without being able to crack a joke at me or something like that. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that along the way. I'll have access to email and everything like that as well, like I mentioned. So don't hesitate to reach out. All right, take it easy, man.